Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm back in the English Lake District for an overnight camp. I'm out with Zoe. Say hi, Zoe. I've been pretty quiet this first mile. We've been winding our way through this valley. We actually started way out there, and now we're finally starting to make our way up the mountain. We're actually headed up this, and then once we get to where it plateaus, we have about one more small peak to kind of climb up to hopefully get a good view of this pretty remote valley. It's generally one of my favorite places to come just because it's so quiet. There's nobody here, and really looking forward to a hopefully good night. It's been raining the past day and a half, but as you can see, the rain has finally stopped. The skies are actually supposed to clear this afternoon, so hopefully we get a nice sunset, but it is meant to be pretty windy tonight. So I brought the Hilleberg Jannu this time. I'm not taking any more chances after the last camp, having to brace the tent all night. This tent is a beast, so it should keep us pretty comfortable. All right, time to get up the mountain. Let's get hiking. I know, I'm coming. Water. Didn't forget the dog bowl this time. Wait, sit. Okay. Good. Good. I don't think it's gonna rain. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just take this off. Ready, Zoe? All right, let's go. Let's go. Up. Really happy it's not raining, but as we're kind of going up, I can definitely feel the winds picking up. It's supposed to be over 30 tonight, so it's going to be a bit windy in comparison to my last camp where it was only supposed to be 14 miles per hour and it ended up being probably over 50. We'll see what this means for tonight. If I can, I will attempt to look for a spot. It's a bit sheltered if it is super windy up there, but we'll see. Kind of a gloomy day. It was raining the entire drive up here, which had me a little worried, but as soon as I parked the car, it actually stopped, which was incredible. It's hard to believe by, I want to say 5 o'clock, it's supposed to be clear skies all the way to sunset. Whether that's true or not remains to be seen, but we can always hope. It'd be nice to actually finally get a sunset. Haven't had one of those in a while, or a sunrise. I'll take either. Good girl, keep going. I was actually going to go for a camp last week, but not only was it rain, but it was thunderstorms, so I knew I wouldn't be able to take her with me, and I wasn't too keen on going myself, so I postponed a week. And I wasn't actually going to take her at first because it was supposed to be raining the entire time again, but thankfully that changed, so she's back out with me. Isn't that right, baby girl? You were excited about this. As soon as she saw my backpack, she knew, which is really funny. She's getting all bouncy, ready to go. Just hope to give her a better camp this time around and not have a super windy night like last time. Keep going. Good girl, keep going. It's starting to get a bit closer to our destination. We just got to kind of go up and over this, and then we're actually heading off in that direction. It's covered in cloud right now, so you really can't see. Whoa, wait, Zoe. That's deep. Come here. There's a little walkway right here. Ready? Here, follow me, okay? Good girl. Whoa, slippy. Good job, Zoe. She was about to just dive right in, and that's actually a lot deeper than it looked. Good girl. Keep going. Come on, up this way. Always feels really remote in this part of the lakes. That's why I like it so much. It's beautiful. Hey, Zo. Come on. What you doing? Taking a look at the view. Definitely getting a bit windier. Still heading off in this direction. I actually did a camp out that way on that ledge, just past it, Great Moss. There's a big valley coming up here. The goal was just to camp just above the valley so I have a nice view of it, but hopefully low enough where I'm not dealing with crazy winds today. Isn't that right, Zoe? All right, got to the area where I'm gonna try to break trail here. Zoe and I are gonna head up this way. There is no trail, but we're just gonna try to slowly work our way up. And that's just so that we can get a nice view down the other end at the valley there. As you can see from those clouds, the wind is blowing a bit more up there. I'll play it by ear. If it's too bad, I'll come back down. But I might try to find something kind of slightly over the edge just so I can still get a view, but maybe out of some of the wind. Just slowly making my way up, just making our own path. It's pretty easy so far. Visibility's kind of going in and out, but the original plan was to kind of be somewhere up here. There's actually 2 tarns up here. That's why I'm heading this way. It's only 4:20. I think sunset's around 7:30. So plenty of time to find a good spot. I'm gonna go look at both of these tarns, see which one I like better, see which one will provide a bit more cover, and then we'll try to set up camp for the night. Zoe and I are taking a little breather. We just came from all the way down there where that stream is. We've kind of just worked our way up here. The goal is to head up over that way towards that peak and hopefully drop down on the other side of it to get a nice windbreak like we're getting here. I just hope we can find a flat spot. This way, Zoe. Up. Keep going. Good girl. That way. All right, well, we made it up to the tops. The tarn should just be up here. Found this really flat, perfect spot behind this rock. I am getting a little bit of the swirling gusts here, but the sky is clear. That's actually a fantastic view. I still want to head off that way though. Even if I come back here, I am going to check out both tarns first. Here's the first tarn, relatively tiny. Definitely too windy right here though, so I'm not gonna camp right here, but this is a nice spot though. There's one more tarn just up there. That's where I'm gonna head next. We've made our way from that peak over there all the way to up here. We're just heading up to the top. There should be a tarn somewhere around here, and then depending on which one I like better, I'll make the decision whether I try to find a spot on this side or over there. Up. This is a bit tricky though, because it's very rocky. And some bits are quite a bit steeper than others. Zoe, wait. I don't want her to get herself in a predicament where she can't get down easily and then tries to jump and hurts herself. Just wait right there. All right, well, it looks like this is definitely going to be the one. That view I can already tell is really nice. Ooh, Zoe, be careful. So there's the tarn. It's not huge, but it has a fantastic view of the valley below. This area is going to be home for the night. I just got to find a spot out of the wind that's dry. And actually, where Zoe's standing right there actually looks pretty decent, so I might try that. I'm gonna go look over there as well, and maybe on that side. Absolutely stunning. There's the tarn. You got 360-degree views. It's obviously a bit too windy right here though. The tent can handle it, but there's no sense in just being miserable listening to that all night. So there is a small ledge right there behind that rock, so I might try to go over there, and if that doesn't work, I may drop down a little bit so I can still get the view, but hopefully get out of the wind, or the majority of the wind. I'm gonna go up there and check out that spot, and if it's good, we'll pitch there. Come on, Zoe. Good girl. Come on. Just came up to the top real quick, just to confirm the winds are much stronger coming from the southwest. So it's gonna be coming from this direction the entire night. So I'll be just behind this bit right there in that flat section. So that should provide some nice cover. Zoe's just watching our sheep neighbors on the other side there. She gets the zoomies, and that's why I like having her on this. I'm not too concerned with her going after any of the sheep, but she has plenty of freedom to move around with this, and I can still grab it if I need to protect her. This is a fantastic spot as well, but nice and flat, but it is in the wind a bit coming over the edge here. So we're just gonna pitch down here. Well, I don't think this could be any more perfect. Really big flat spot. Definitely out of the wind, the majority of it at least. Zoe, she's got the zoomies. I'm afraid she's gonna run right off a cliff. Any case, right here actually probably be pretty great. That way I have a view of the tarn, easy water source, and then I have that view of the valley below, and if the sky's clear, the mountains off in the distance. Gonna be home for the night. Let's go ahead, get the tent set up. No, we're done hiking. Right here, baby. I spent some time removing as much sheep poop as possible. It's one of the only downsides of coming off trail into some of these areas like this, especially on these little overlooks because the sheep like to hang out here too. I think I'm gonna set up right here. Seems flat enough and it'll give me a great view if the views ever show up. Really excited to use this tent. I got it this summer. Haven't had a chance to really use it yet. I wish I would have brought it on the last camp, but didn't know it was gonna be that crazy. Already noticing it's actually really rocky here, so it should be interesting. Hopefully we can get all the pegs in. You're being such a patient girl. Good job, Zoe. Finishing up now, just gonna find some stones and put them on the pegs. I've had to double up on a couple of them. I forgot to bring a couple extra pegs, so where I'm attaching support for the roof vent to some of the other guy out points. All right, here it is, all guyed out. In an Instagram post, I commented that this looked like the fighter jet of tents, and I really do think so. It is so streamlined and aerodynamic. It's a little bit wider than my Namaj, but as you can see, has a lower profile and a really nice slant here. So if you're facing some really crazy winds, you pitch the vestibule into the wind and that'll shed the wind really, really well. And unlike my Namaj, there's no giant vent here. So in driving rain from the wind, which usually the rain can kind of get up in the vent, even if it's closed, it'll saturate that black fabric. This has it completely covered and you get the air from the back, which will be really nice in some crazy weather. I'm sure you'll see that at some point in the video. I'm gonna go ahead, get Zoe, get my bag, and get settled in. We're not getting the clear skies that were promised. However, I'm getting a fantastic view of the valley. I love this spot. It just feels like there's nothing out here. It's fantastic. It's time to get in the tent. You ready to get in the tent, baby girl? Yeah? Yes, you are. Okay, let's do it. Let's get you dry. Let's get those paws. Let's take this off, actually. This is, oh, so wet. Okay. Good girl. Okay. Leave the camera. Good girl. All right, lay down. Get comfortable. Gonna smell like a wet dog in here today. Huh, baby? Yes, yes. You ready to be in the tent? Absolutely love how many pockets there are. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 pockets in this tent. really great. Getting hungry? Good girl. You excited to be out camping again? Alright, I'm gonna get settled in a bit and then we need to go get water. Well, hopefully when the sky's clear again you get to see the view from the tent. Pretty awesome though. Tarn's just right down there. And then I have a view of the valley right here and just down over there. But it's looking like it's gonna be a lot cloudier than I was hoping for, unfortunately. Oh well, I'm gonna go ahead and get water, get that done, and then we'll come in and get settled in for the night. All right, this is gonna get my filter. As you probably saw on the hike up the mountain, I'm using the Grail titanium filter. It's nice, not as light as the Be Free, but I needed a cup to actually cook in tonight, so I brought this because it's kind of an all-one solution, so I'll be able to cook using the outer cup, and it also filters my water. Only downside is it's 750 milliliters, and I like to bring back more than that to the tent for the night, so I brought a little water sack as well, so I'm going to fill that up a couple times, and then I should have plenty of water for tonight. Nice, don't have to go very far at all. Tent's just right up there. See Zoe's little head peeking out. Nice and out of the wind. And the tarn is right here. Going to fill this up a couple times. I'll be good to go. All right. That's 2 liters of water now for the night, and then I got some left over in here. I don't know if you can see Zoe, but I'm just right up there. You can see her little head popping out of the tent. I'm coming, baby. Pretty convenient spot. Nice view up here, as you can clearly see. I got a couple glimpses of it as I was setting up the tent. But nice water source. Hey baby. Hi. You hold down the fork for me? Alright, you gotta scoot in so I can get in. Come on. Oh. Good girl, Zoe. Well, there's no views to be seen, so I'm going to go ahead, take off my shoes, and actually get a little comfortable in here. Go ahead and get her mat out, and it's 7 o'clock, so sunset's in about 45 minutes anyway, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and start cooking. We do this at home as a family. I'll put my hand down, my wife and kids, and then she'll always put her hand on top. Actually brought her a blanket this time, so this is a down blanket, but I don't even know. I'll have it out tonight for her, but I doubt she'll use it. She runs so hot. But just in case. It is starting to get a bit cooler now. So before I eat dinner, I'm going to go ahead and just get Zoe's dinner ready. Let her eat first, and then I'll start cooking. Someone in the comments in the last video made some crazy remark that giving her kibble was animal cruelty, which was absolutely ridiculous. As I explained to that person, she does get kibble. She's still a puppy. She actually gets a puppy kibble that the vet recommends. Pretty pricey, but it does keep her stomach regular, which is good because I have experimented giving her things, different foods and things like that, and a lot of times it does upset her stomach. But occasionally I do give her fresh food as well, always supplemental. So tonight she's got chicken with a little bit of kibble and basil. It actually smells really good. So there we go, chicken and basil with some of her adult kibble, which I'm starting to give her because she's about to turn 1 next week. So I'm starting to give her the grown-up stuff as well. Here you go. Go ahead. Look at that view. Absolutely incredible. I hope we get the clear skies that were promised tomorrow morning. Just unclipping the 2 entrance clips, and that gives me an extra foot of space out of the wind inside the tent for cooking, which is nice. To prevent that breeze, I might actually just even zip this up completely. The wind's starting to pick up a bit. Gonna go ahead and close the door and just vent from the top. Tonight for dinner, I'm going to be doing a pork lo mein. Super simple, comes together pretty quick, and it's tasty. Really excited about it. Let's get started. Whoa. There we go, pork lo mein, super simple. It's kind of one of those meals when you want takeaway but you don't want to actually order it. You can make it at home pretty easy with very few ingredients. I know it smells good, but this is mine. First bite. Oh, so good. Just like takeaway. Really good, filling. Highly recommend this one. If you're interested, I'll put the recipe on my website, goingsolooutdoors.com. You can try it yourself. Almost forgot. I do have one beer for tonight. Heathen Hazy IPA. Cheers, guys. I'm going to sit here and watch Zoe stare at me while I eat, and I'll get back with you guys in a little bit. Dinner was good, just starting to clean up a little bit. The Jetboil Summit skillet is fantastic, but I think I'm starting to prefer this skillet from Primus just because it's a little bit bigger and a little bit deeper, which makes it a lot easier for meals like that to keep everything in the pan. And it's just as non-stick as the ceramic coating on the Jetboil Summit skillet. So this is definitely a great skillet if anyone's looking for one. Absolutely love this skillet. Now one of my favorites from Primus. Not sponsored. They didn't send me this. I bought this with my own money, so I feel like people need to say that now because everybody gets stuff for free from companies. You're such a good girl. You want to go out for a potty break before bedtime? Yeah. Come on. Let's go. Just out for our bedtime toilet break. Tents over there. Getting a fantastic break from the wind, which is awesome. There's actually some stars in the sky now, so hopefully in the morning things will be clear. Good girl, Zoe. Alright, back in the tent. Still using the same setup. Absolutely love it. Don't think I'm going to change it for a very long time. This is the Zimbivy, what is it, -4 degree Celsius kind of convertible quilt. And then the Zimbivy Flex Air Pad, which is awesome as well. Really like the width of this tent. Definitely has a noticeably bigger width than my go-to normally, which is the Hilleberg Jannu 2. It's definitely not as tall, but the inner is pretty taut, and the width is really nice, which I like. I do need to find a stronger pump. The flex tail is good because it does most of the work, but I still have to do it 3 or 4 times with the stuff sack just to get it to where it needs to be so that you don't bottom out on it.
Alright, good to go. Alright, all settled in. Zoe's right there. I don't know if you can see her on camera or not. She's just looking at me. Good girl. As you can see, Zoe's looking pretty tired already. She is starting to get a bit sleepy. There's tons of room inside this tent. So I'm on this side. I got my backpack down at the end, the camera, and then all the space for Zoe. Really liking the space inside here. I am gonna close the door and just do the mosquito mesh because I've had a lot of flying critters getting in. But I am gonna open the mesh up. Just get plenty of airflow. There we go. The winds are starting to pick up, but as you saw from my position, I got the view this way, and I've got kind of the peak of this little crag we're on, blocking most of the southwesterly winds, so should be a pretty quiet night. I'm sure the tent will shake around just a bit, but overall I think it'll be much nicer than the last camp we were on. She's already fallen asleep, so I think I'm going to go ahead and say goodnight here, and I'll catch you guys in the morning. Good night. Good morning. It's 6 a.m. Just waking up a little bit earlier because it's gonna take me a bit longer to get to the car, and I do need to get home today to get the kids from school. Lay back down. Zoe's already up. I think she just needs to go out, so I'm gonna go ahead and get up, let her go out to pee, and probably start making a coffee. It is supposed to rain. Rain's coming in this morning, so I would like to get the tent down before that starts, but absolutely fantastic night. As you can hear, it's pretty quiet. Some winds came through, but for the most part I have so much protection. It was great. So it was a nice quiet night of sleep, which is exactly what I was hoping for. Good morning, pretty girl. You have good sleep? Trying a slightly different door configuration, so this will give me a little cover here. We'll see if it works. Still cloudy, but a little bit better than yesterday, so hopefully when the sun comes up, it'll burn some of this off. It is supposed to rain still, so I don't imagine the clouds will completely disappear. I'm doing it this way because the inside of the vestibule is completely dry. There's actually zero condensation in the tent anywhere, even on the inner fly, so I wanted to just open it up. That way I don't steam it up before I take it down. It'll be nice to pack away a dry tent. I think one of my favorite things about this tent so far is all the different vestibule options. I can open the side if I'm pitching this directly head into the wind, or on where the wind's kind of coming from the side. I can keep the front open, either completely open like I did yesterday or partially open to kind of create this windbreak for the stove. So I can get a nice view directly out of the tent, which is really cool. Really cool tent. Really, really liking this. Especially all the space inside. What do you think, Zoe? You like it? Yeah. Yeah. She's not much of a cuddler, though. She likes to sit on the couch with us, but last night she wiggled her way out of her down blanket and then kind of found a spot kind of off to the side. I think it's just she gets too hot. I'm trying a slightly different coffee today. This one's called Alpine Start. See if it's any good. Perfect. I'll get your food in a second, baby. Alright, well, I'm just gonna sit here, enjoy the view now that I finally kind of got one. Have my coffee. Oh. It's not that good. It's not that good. It tastes kind of sour. Any case, it was worth a try. I'll just go back to my Taylor coffee bags. It's just an airplane. Just an airplane. enjoying this Grail. It's a bit heavier, but it's a really nice all-in-one kit. I've had it for about a month now, and I was traveling with it back to the States in Florida, where you wouldn't want to drink swamp water with a bee-free filter. This, however, works perfect, but really nice if you just want to have a cup to boil, but you don't want to carry it separate or on the outside of an Nalgene or something. It's just an all-in-one system, which is really nice to boil, filter, and purify. Just wish it was 1 full liter though. I feel like they could just make it slightly bigger to get that liter, and it would be perfect. I've actually been working on 2 more reviews for my website. I'm going to be reviewing my ZenBivy sleep system, which I've absolutely fallen in love with. I really don't see myself going back to anything else. And one of my tents, the Namage 2. So I'm working on both of those reviews simultaneously. I'm not sure which one I'll post first, but really 2 great pieces of gear. Hey Zoe, you ready? What you see, Zoe? You looking around? Want some food? Come on. Just kibbled this morning. I didn't know if the other would keep overnight. What an absolutely stunning morning this is. Bit windy. Broke my camera again. The base plate came off. Camera fell, but everything's okay aside from it not having a bottom half. But I should be able to fix it for the 7th time. In any case, look at this view. What an amazing spot. Zoe's just relaxing over there. Got all the big peaks up here. Stunning. What you doing, Zoe?
All right, all packed up. Leave no trace as always. This flat bit of grass here is where we were pitched with this incredible view. Unreal. Really stunning area. Nice close water source. Unbelievable view. Just wish I got to see a tiny bit more of it last night, but that's how it is sometimes. Time to get hiking back. Come on, Zoe. Come on, baby. Good girl. All right, let's go. Just wait. See, she gets way too hyper. She's gonna fall right off a cliff. Come here, baby. I gotta put you on harness. Come on. Come on, I gotta put you on the lead. Zoe, come. Good girl. Oh, see? So we were just up on the other side of that, which was nice. This way, Zoe. This way. Slow down, baby girl. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to keep her on a lead for the foreseeable future. She took off. She gets the zoomies up here. She gets so excited, but she took off, about went right off a cliff. Just right up there. Had to grab the line. She just gets so hyped and just takes off running. Gotta stay close, baby, especially through here. Zoe, this way, this way. Come on, no, Zoe, this way. She'll definitely learn as she gets older, but yeah, energy to the extreme. Such a happy dog, aren't you? So just came from up there, almost down into the valley now. What a great morning. Aside from breaking my camera, which kind of stinks, I should be able to fix it. I've glued the base on probably 6 or 7 times now. At least none of the ribbons or anything snapped, so should be good. Found the path now, as you can kind of see here. Zoe, this way, down, path. Good girl. I'm just gonna follow this out of the valley. All right, Zoe. Come on. Let's see if she remembers to go over this little footbridge yesterday. She just wanted to dive in. All right, cross. Good girl, Zoe. Nice and slow. Good girl. Keep going. Zoe, keep going. Keep going. Come on. Good girl. Good job, Zoe. Come on. All right, back to civilization. There's the valley. The trees off in the distance at the base of that mountain is actually where I parked. I'm not gonna film going through farmland, but as you can see, it's just down there, so we're almost there. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and sign out here. What a great trip. The rain stopped just as I got out of the car, which was absolutely amazing. The winds were as predicted, but I was able to find that spot with a better view that was completely out of the wind, or nearly out of the wind, which was incredible. So I got a fantastic night of sleep. The tent wasn't blowing around. Zoe got a good night of sleep as well. I think it was well deserved after the last camp. If you didn't see that video, I'll link it up here. But that was my first camp with Zoe. And it was definitely, she definitely got thrown into the deep end on that one. The winds were absolutely crazy. The tent kept collapsing on us. So we deserved this relatively quiet camp. Oh, as you can see, my camera is completely broken. It just fell off again. Luckily the ribbon's still okay, but I'm gonna have to re-glue the bottom base plate on. Oh, so sick of this happening. Just kind of having to hold it on. Luckily it fell into the grass and not on a rock, so the lens is okay. I think it's about time I get a new camera. I was really kind of hoping to make this camera last as long as possible, but I think it's on its last leg. I'll glue it, see how it goes, and if I can't glue it securely back onto the base, I may just have to bite the bullet and get another camera. But I was kind of waiting until the newer version of the camera I actually want comes out, but I don't know if I'll be able to wait that long. Enough rambling about equipment. It was a great camp. Hopefully you enjoyed watching it. For my next camp, no idea where I'll be, but it is almost hot tent season. As soon as we get a cold night, I'm definitely gonna do a hot tent. If not, I'll either do a woodland camp, a normal woodland camp, or I'll be back in the mountains. Zoe, say bye. Come and say bye, Zoe. No bye from her. She's ready to go. If you have any questions or comments, or if you just want to say hi, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll catch you on the next one. Please like, share, get outside. Later.